4 fishes you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily, especially if you're over 60. The reality is, what's on your plate right now could silently be damaging your brain, your heart, or even speeding up the aging process itself. For seniors, this isn't just a theory. According to significant research published in The Lancet in 2023, consuming the wrong fish just twice a week may raise the risk of stroke and memory loss by as much as 70 to 80%. Here's the silent crisis. Most older adults are eating the wrong fish every week. Fish loaded with mercury, toxins, and hidden inflammatory compounds, all while assuming they're making a healthy choice. But there is hope. New findings from the Journal of Gerontology show that the right fish can actually lower your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 40%, actively protect your arteries, and slow down aging from the inside out. Tonight, we're walking through the truth. We start with the 4 fishes you should never touch after 60, followed by the 4 fishes you must eat daily to stay sharp, strong, and independent. Every claim we share is backed by peer-reviewed science, not rumors or scare tactics. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments what fish you eat most often and why. We love reading your stories and replying to as many as possible. If this is your first time here, we uncover science-backed strategies to help you live stronger, longer. Now let's get started. Part 1. The 4 worst fishes for seniors. Worst fish. Number 4. Imported catfish. At first glance, catfish might seem like a harmless, even affordable choice. It's mild in flavor, easy to cook, and often one of the cheapest fish options in the market. But here's the hidden danger. If your catfish is imported, especially from overseas farms in certain parts of Asia, it may be one of the most contaminated fish you can put on your plate. The problem starts with how these fish are raised. Many imported catfish farms operate under extremely crowded conditions. Disease spreads quickly in these environments, so the fish are heavily dosed with antibiotics. Those antibiotics don't just vanish, they accumulate in the fish's flesh, and when you eat it, they end up inside your body. For seniors whose immune systems are already more vulnerable, this can contribute to antibiotic resistance, making it harder for real medications to work when you truly need them. But antibiotics are only the beginning. Independent testing of imported catfish has uncovered residues of banned chemicals and carcinogens, substances that have no business being in your food. These fish are often raised in polluted waters, soaking up industrial runoff and heavy metals like mercury and lead. These are toxins that build up quietly in your body over time. For older adults whose bodies process toxins less efficiently, this can mean higher risks of kidney damage, neurological problems, and even cancer. There's another hidden problem: inflammation. Imported catfish are usually fed unnatural diets rich in corn and soy, creating a dangerously high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. While your body does need some omega-6 fats, too much, especially without enough omega-3s, fans the flames of inflammation. For seniors living with arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune issues, eating this fish is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Imported catfish is also nutritionally poor compared to healthier fish. It offers low-quality protein and almost none of the beneficial nutrients you'd expect from seafood, meaning you're essentially eating empty calories laced with risks. So, while that catfish fillet might look like a budget-friendly option, the hidden costs to your health could be enormous. If catfish is on your menu, always choose domestic farm-raised catfish, which follows far stricter regulations and avoids many of these dangers. Worst fish number 3, tuna. For decades, tuna has enjoyed a reputation as a healthy, lean protein. From tuna salad sandwiches to canned tuna tossed into pasta, it's a staple in millions of kitchens. But for seniors over 60, this popular fish hides a silent, invisible danger that can take a heavy toll on your brain, heart, and nervous system. The problem is mercury. Tuna, especially the larger species like albacore or white tuna and big eye, are near the top of the ocean food chain. They live long lives and feed on smaller fish, which means they absorb mercury year after year. Over time, these mercury levels accumulate in their flesh. When you eat tuna, that mercury doesn't simply pass through your system. It builds up inside your tissues, particularly your brain and nervous system. For seniors whose detoxification systems slow with age, mercury is far more dangerous. Studies have shown it can trigger memory loss, confusion, numbness, tremors, and mood swings, symptoms that often get mistaken for normal aging or even early dementia. Imagine feeling more forgetful, foggy, or emotionally unstable and blaming it on age when the real culprit could be hiding in your tuna sandwich. The cardiovascular risks are equally concerning. Mercury places added stress on the heart and can disrupt normal electrical signaling, leading to irregular heart rhythms or even a higher risk of heart attack. A study published in JAMA Neurology found that seniors with higher mercury levels from tuna consumption had up to a 65% greater risk of cognitive decline. That's a number you cannot afford to ignore. Even canned tuna, which many assume is harmless, isn't completely safe. While light tuna, usually skipjack, contains lower levels of mercury than albacore, it still carries enough to warrant strict moderation, especially for people over 60. The problem is that canned tuna often becomes a daily habit for seniors because it's convenient and affordable. But with repeated exposure, mercury gradually accumulates until the damage is done. The key is awareness and moderation. If you love tuna, stick to canned light tuna only in small amounts, and not more than once or twice a month. For seniors looking to protect their memory, mood, and heart, tuna simply doesn't justify the risk. Worst fish number 2, king mackerel. Mackerel can be a confusing fish because it comes in two very different varieties. The safe kind, like Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, and the dangerous kind, king mackerel. Unfortunately, many seniors don't realize the difference, and that mistake can silently put their brain, heart, and overall health in danger. Here's why king mackerel is such a problem. It's a large, long predatory fish. The longer a fish lives and the higher it sits in the food chain, the more toxins it accumulates in its body. For king mackerel, the primary concern is mercury, and not just small amounts. King mackerel is notorious for having some of the highest mercury levels of any commonly eaten fish. Why does this matter so much for people over 60? Mercury is a heavy metal that attacks the brain and nervous system. For seniors whose nerve cells are already more vulnerable with age, mercury exposure can accelerate decline. Eating king mackerel even a few times a month can push your mercury levels above the safe limit. The results: memory loss, tremors, difficulty concentrating, mood swings, and even depression. Many of these symptoms are often brushed off as normal aging, when in reality, they may be tied directly to what's on your plate. The cardiovascular system also suffers. Mercury can damage blood vessel linings, increase oxidative stress, and disrupt the electrical signaling in the heart. For seniors already managing conditions like high blood pressure, arrhythmias, or heart disease, this is like pouring fuel on the fire. In fact, studies have linked regular king mackerel consumption to a significantly higher risk of heart attack and stroke. To make matters worse, king mackerel often appears in grocery stores or restaurants under the generic label mackerel. Unless you specifically ask, you may not even realize you're eating the dangerous variety. Health authorities back this up. Both the Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, and the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, explicitly warn seniors, children, and pregnant women to avoid king mackerel entirely. It's one of the few fish placed on the absolute do not eat list due to its mercury content. The bottom line is clear. While mackerel can be a health-boosting fish when you choose the right type, king mackerel is one of the worst choices for seniors. Worst fish number 1, farm tilapia. This one may surprise you. Tilapia is one of the most popular fish in America. It's cheap, widely available, and often marketed as a healthy, lean protein. But here's the harsh truth. Farm tilapia is one of the worst fish seniors can eat, and when you see what's really behind the way this fish is raised, you'll understand why many experts consider it more harmful than red meat or even bacon. The first problem is how farm tilapia is raised. In most fish farms, tilapia are crowded into cages or ponds so tightly that they're swimming in their own waste. This creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, parasites, and disease. To keep the fish alive in these filthy conditions, farmers often resort to heavy use of antibiotics. pesticides, and antifungal agents. These chemicals don't just disappear. They build up in the fish's body and ultimately end up in yours. For seniors whose immune systems may already be weaker and whose bodies process toxins more slowly, this creates a dangerous burden. Even more alarming is the quality of the feed. To cut costs, farm tilapia are often fed a diet that includes cheap fillers like corn, soy, and sometimes even animal waste. This unnatural diet changes the very structure of the fish's flesh, creating one of the most imbalanced omega fatty acid profiles of any food. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids in the human diet is close to 1:1 or 2:1. In farm tilapia, that ratio can be as bad as 11:1. Why is that dangerous? Omega-6 in excess act like gasoline on the fire of inflammation in the body, fueling conditions seniors are already fighting: arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. In fact, studies have shown that eating tilapia can raise inflammatory markers in the body more than eating bacon or hamburgers. Imagine thinking you're making a healthy choice with tilapia, only to find out it's actually stoking inflammation worse than fast food. This is why researchers have called farm tilapia a nutritional junk food of the seafood world. It looks healthy on the outside, but delivers a hidden cocktail of inflammation, toxins, and empty calories. For seniors, the consequences can be serious: worsening arthritis pain from chronic inflammation, a higher risk of heart attack or stroke due to imbalanced fats, and greater vulnerability to infections. The bottom line is simple. If you're over 60 and want to protect your brain, heart, and joints, avoid farm tilapia altogether. From dangerous waters to healing choices. So, now you know the truth. Not all fish are created equal. Some, like farm tilapia or imported catfish, may look harmless on your plate, but beneath the surface, they hide toxins, dangerous fats, and contaminants that quietly chip away at your health. But here's the good news: the right kinds of fish are among the most powerful healing foods you can add to your diet after 60. They're rich in omega-3s that soothe inflammation, minerals that protect your bones, antioxidants that shield your brain, and high-quality protein that keeps your muscles strong and steady. The best part: these fish are clean, safe, and often budget-friendly. When you choose wisely, you're not just eating for today's meal. You're investing in sharper vision, steadier balance, stronger memory, and a heart that keeps beating strong for years to come. So, let's leave behind the danger list and dive straight into the 4 best fishes for seniors over 60. Part 2. The 4 best fishes for seniors. Best fish, number 4, wild-caught Pacific cod. When most people think of healthy fish, their minds jump to salmon or tuna. But hiding quietly in the background is a nutritional powerhouse that deserves far more recognition: wild-caught Pacific cod. This mild white fish may not have the fame of its pink-fleshed cousins, but when it comes to senior health, it punches far above its weight. A single serving of Pacific cod delivers about 40 grams of complete, high-quality protein, all while containing less than 2 grams of fat and only around 180 calories. That's an almost perfect nutrient profile for seniors fighting off sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that impacts so many older adults. Cod steps in as one of the most efficient protein sources you can find, nourishing muscles without overloading you with unhealthy fats. But Pacific cod's magic doesn't stop at protein. This fish is a superstar when it comes to selenium, a trace mineral most seniors don't get nearly enough of. Just one portion of cod provides over 100% of your daily selenium needs. Why does this matter? Selenium is like a microscopic shield for your cells. It supports thyroid function, strengthens your immune system, and acts as a powerful antioxidant, fighting off oxidative stress, the invisible rusting process that accelerates aging inside your body. Seniors with higher selenium levels have been shown in research from the National Institutes of Health to enjoy better cognitive function and lower rates of age-related disease. Beyond selenium, Pacific cod also delivers phosphorus, which partners with calcium to keep bones dense and fracture resistant, and vitamin B12, an essential nutrient that becomes harder to absorb with age. Cod offers it in a natural, highly absorbable form, giving your nervous system the fuel it needs to keep your memory sharp and your mood steady. Another major benefit is purity. Cod is different from other high-toxin fish. Wild Pacific cod live relatively short lives in the cold, clean waters of Alaska, which means they absorb far fewer contaminants. On top of that, Alaska's cod fishery is one of the most sustainable, carefully managed fisheries in the world. That means you can eat cod regularly without worrying about mercury overload or environmental guilt. Best fish number 3, sardines. At first glance, sardines don't look like much. They're tiny, packed into little cans, and often overlooked next to flashier seafood. But here's the surprising truth. Sardines are one of the most powerful superfoods seniors can eat. Don't let their size fool you. These small fish carry enormous health benefits, especially after age 60. Let's start with their biggest claim to fame, omega-3 fatty acids. Sardines are one of the richest natural sources of omega-3s, delivering more per serving than nearly any other fish. As we age, our bodies naturally produce more inflammatory compounds. The omega-3s in sardines, especially EPA and DHA, act like natural firefighters inside your cells. They cool down that chronic inflammation, improve blood flow, and protect your arteries. Studies consistently show that seniors who eat fatty fish like sardines at least twice a week enjoy lower rates of heart disease, improved mobility, and even more stable moods. But that's only the beginning. Sardines are also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that quietly becomes harder to get after 60. Our skin loses efficiency in converting sunlight into vitamin D, and many seniors unknowingly become deficient. That deficiency leads to weak bones, a higher fall risk, and even depression. Just one can of sardines provides about 40% of your daily vitamin D needs. Combine that with the calcium and phosphorus in their soft, edible bones, and you've got the perfect trio for bone strength. For seniors worried about fractures, hip breaks, or osteoporosis, sardines are like a nutritional insurance policy. Here's something most people don't realize. Sardines sit at the very bottom of the food chain. Instead of eating other fish, they feed on plankton. That means they accumulate virtually no mercury or heavy metals. Unlike larger predatory fish such as tuna or king mackerel, this makes sardines one of the cleanest, safest fish for seniors to eat regularly without worrying about toxic buildup. They truly are a powerhouse in a tiny, affordable package. Best fish number 2, wild-caught Alaskan salmon. If there's one fish that nutritionists around the world consistently rank as medicinal food, it's wild-caught Alaskan salmon. For seniors, this fish is not just healthy, it's transformative. Every bite delivers a powerful combination of nutrients that support your heart, brain, muscles, and immune system in ways few other foods can. The first thing that makes salmon stand out is its omega-3 content. Specifically, the two most valuable types, EPA and DHA. These fatty acids are essential for brain health. In fact, research from the University of Pittsburgh discovered that seniors with higher DHA blood levels had larger brain volumes and stronger memory performance compared to those with low levels. That means salmon doesn't just slow brain decline. It actively helps your brain stay sharp and resilient, even into your 70s and 80s. And it doesn't stop at the brain. Omega-3s are also powerful anti-inflammatories. They reduce chronic inflammation that contributes to arthritis, stiff joints, clogged arteries, and poor circulation. Clinical studies have shown that eating wild salmon at least twice per week can significantly lower C-reactive protein levels, a key marker of inflammation linked to heart disease and joint pain. For seniors struggling with daily aches, this can make a noticeable difference. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using the protein we eat. The solution is high-quality, bioavailable protein, the kind your body can easily break down and use. Wild-caught salmon provides about 40 grams of premium protein per serving, giving your muscles the raw materials they need to stay strong, support balance, and prevent dangerous falls. Here's a secret most people don't know. The beautiful pink-orange color of wild salmon comes from a rare antioxidant called astaxanthin. This powerful compound is like armor for your cells, protecting them from oxidative stress, the rust that slowly wears down your body as you age. Wild salmon also shines when it comes to micronutrients seniors often lack. It's rich in selenium, which works with vitamin E to protect your heart and reduce cancer risk, vitamin B12, which supports nerve health, and vitamin D, which strengthens bones and boosts immunity. What makes wild-caught Alaskan salmon especially safe compared to farmed salmon is its purity. Alaskan salmon swim freely in clean, cold waters and eat a natural diet, which means they're naturally low in contaminants like mercury and PCBs. Best fish, number 1, rainbow trout. When people think of the healthiest fish, salmon usually gets all the glory. But if you're over 60, there's one fish that quietly deserves the crown: rainbow trout. Why? Because it combines the nutritional benefits of salmon, cod, and sardines while being one of the cleanest and safest fish you can eat. Here's the first thing that sets rainbow trout apart: safety. Unlike many farmed fish that are crowded, pumped with antibiotics, and fed unnatural diets, rainbow trout raised in the United States are subject to strict regulations. They're raised in clean, freshwater systems with carefully controlled conditions, meaning you don't have to worry about mercury, pollutants, or hidden chemicals. This makes trout one of the most reliable choices for seniors concerned about toxins building up in their system. But the real magic of rainbow trout is its omega-3 content. A single serving delivers around 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, right in the sweet spot for heart protection. Omega-3s don't just keep your arteries flexible, they also reduce chronic inflammation, the root cause of many age-related conditions like arthritis and cognitive decline. And trout isn't just about omega-3s, it's also loaded with minerals that seniors desperately need. Potassium is huge as it works to balance out excess sodium, helping regulate blood pressure naturally and reducing stroke risk. Phosphorus works hand in hand with calcium to protect bones and prevent fractures. Zinc is critical for immune function, healing, and maintaining taste and smell as we age. Then there's the B vitamin profile. Trout is particularly rich in niacin, vitamin B3, which supports healthy cholesterol levels by raising HDL, the good cholesterol, and lowering LDL, the bad. Seniors who get enough niacin are at a lower risk for heart disease, a major win for cardiovascular health. Add to that a healthy dose of B12, which keeps your nerves firing properly and helps prevent the fatigue and brain fog so many people experience after 60. Rainbow trout is the ultimate senior-friendly fish. Clean, safe, nutrient-rich, and delicious. It supports your heart, brain, bones, and immune system all at once. If there's one fish you could eat regularly to age stronger and healthier, rainbow trout deserves that number 1 spot. Final conclusion. So, there you have it. The full truth about fish after 60. Some can silently damage your heart, brain, and joints, filling your body with toxins and inflammation, while others can nourish every cell, protect your memory, and give you back the energy and strength you thought you'd lost. The choice is simple but powerful. Keep eating the wrong fish, and the risks quietly pile up: stroke, memory loss, joint pain, even accelerated aging. But choose the right ones, like wild salmon, sardines, cod, or rainbow trout, and you are literally feeding your body medicine every single week. What you put on your plate today becomes the quality of your life tomorrow. It determines whether you'll be strong enough to carry groceries, sharp enough to enjoy conversations, and confident enough to live independently well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Start small. Swap out one dangerous fish for one healing fish. Add just 1 or 2 servings of the right kind of seafood each week. Over time, those small steps build into a future where you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive. We believe aging should never mean decline. With the right choices, your best years can still be ahead of you. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting the like button, sharing it with a friend, and subscribing so you don't miss the powerful tips we have coming next. And now, we'd love to hear from you. What fish do you eat most often, and will you change your dinner plans after what you learned today? Drop your answer in the comments below. We read and reply to as many as possible. Here's to making smart, science-backed choices. And here's to living stronger, longer,